back to Catfish, the Untold Stories. Up next, we have a story I can only imagine from the little bit that I've been told is pretty intense. I mean, we're talking about
deception at all levels and invokes a catfish using sympathy and illness to elicit friendship and love.
But I've heard this episode has something of a huge twist.
Like a chubby checker, do the twist?
No, like an F5 twist.
Like a tornado twist.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think we should hit play.
My name is Theresa. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 28 years old. My life before meeting Devin, I just moved to Los Angeles, so it was kind of a new beginning. I was recently out of a relationship, so I wasn't really looking for anything other than friendship. One day, I received a message from Devin on social media, basically introducing himself. He was physically attractive, very cute, so I responded.
Tell me about you.
Over time, we began texting and calling, and it kind of progressed from there.
Hey, what's going on?
I definitely felt there was a connection there just because he was opening up to me with everything that he was feeling and going through.
You don't sound good. What is it?
I'm not alright. I found out my mom has just been diagnosed with terminal cancer.
Okay, the C-bomb.
Take care, Devin.
Maybe a month and a half later, he let me know that she had passed away. And at that point, you know, it was definitely heart-wrenching for me.
And then his mom died.
Right. D comes after C. A, B, C, D. Cancer, dead.
Now it's real.
Devin.
You know what comes after D? E, exploitation. Because they've got you by your sympathy balls. Once they've got you, like putty in their hands.
We did make plans for him coming to Los Angeles. He let me know that after all of the services, he was gonna show up, fly into town, and we were gonna go to dinner and get to know each other.
So excited to see you.
Yes. I can't wait to meet you in person.
I should be there around 6. Well, I'll text you.
And then he got on the plane. I got a phone call letting me know he landed. Well, when it hit 8 o'clock, I stopped hearing from him. No phone calls, text messages. I didn't hear anything. And then I got a phone call about a little after 10 o'clock, and it was from his cousin, Aaron.
Devin's been in an accident. The doctors won't let anybody see him right now.
Things started getting really crazy.
He got T-boned?
What? This guy doubled down on the C's. He got the cancer, and then he got the car crash.
Then he got the 1-2 punch.
And at that point, I remember just sitting there thinking, like, this is not happening.
Is he okay?
Welcome back to Catfish, the Untold Stories.
Once 8 o'clock hit, when Devin was supposed to be there, I definitely felt that I was gonna be stood up. When I got the phone call, I felt like a jerk.
Devin's been in an accident. The doctors won't let anybody see him right now.
I didn't get to talk to him till the next morning because he was in the hospital. He definitely apologized for everything. I did offer to go see him. I wanted to, you know, be there for him, but he didn't want me to see him. Black and blue, broken ribs, you know, which I understood at the time.
This guy's literally just pulling all the strings.
I got some bad news, Theresa.
What is it?
We're conditioned to feel sympathy
Of course.
for all these situations, which allows these catfish to really rope people in.
When he was in the hospital, they did some blood tests.
Okay.
I just got the results back. Doctors are telling me that they found cancer cells in my blood.
They found what?
When you don't show up somewhere, really the only excuse that I just got into an accident and I'm gonna be in the hospital for a week and a half, I also have cancer.
Every time I brought up the idea of wanting to see him, he would definitely have a reason it couldn't happen.
They're not letting me see anybody right now, but I'm doing the best I can here. The doctors, they're being really difficult.
I don't even know how many times that I went to the hospital just asking the receptionist if I could go up and see him.
Unless you're immediate family, you can't.
And getting turned away.
Good luck.
Why wouldn't the receptionist just be like, I'm
Unless Devin really is in that hospital.
sorry, and always was in the hospital?
I don't know. Let's keep
Is
watching.
he just a brain that is attached to, like, a phone?
I don't know. I gotta find out. Let's keep watching.
At this point, everything's terminal. He wanted to give up. He didn't want to fight for it. I think at that point, I started to be more attentive to his needs. If he called, if he was feeling down, if he was upset for any reason if he wanted to give up.
You know how much I care about you, right?
I was there to keep him motivated, to continue to want to fight. 9 months or so into talking to Devin, I get contacted from his cousin, and she contacted me through social media, very concerned about what he was going through. We began to talk a little bit more. She'd ask questions about where I'm from, family questions, just trying to get to know me. And then she came out to visit. I decided to meet up at a coffee shop.
Hi. Are you Erin?
Yeah, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Devin wanted you to have these.
Oh, this is
that's
Devin's?
I was starting to doubt what he was telling me, but for me, that kind of sealed the deal.
I mean, I can understand from her point of view thinking like, oh wow, this is his stuff. So he must be a real guy.
It kind of progressed from there. We continued talking, and she mentioned 2 or 3 months later that she got a job offer in Los Angeles and she was considering taking it. I happened to be ending my lease around the same time, and I was looking for a 2-bedroom. She asked if she could just move in.
No way.
Whoa.
She moved in.
Wait,
Oh
her
my
cousin,
God.
who
That's
now
crazy.
is friends with Theresa, conveniently is moving to LA.
So exciting. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm moving in.
I kind of felt like I had a team member, almost. Devin definitely made it very clear that he appreciated that I am hanging out with Erin, that I'm getting to know her, that the relationship that we're building as roommates and friends makes him really happy. One night we were out at a bar.
Go!
A guy had came up to us to talk, very nice, nothing crazy, and he actually started to lean over and just get a little closer.
Hey! What a boyfriend!
What are you doing?
You can't treat my cousin like that.
Whoa. So Erin got like defensive and jealous. You aren't allowed to talk to anybody else.
So for about 2 years, Devin was doing a lot better. He's going to physical therapy, everything's looking good. It's starting to sound like he can come home soon. But he didn't want me to see him. I remember having the conversation with him that I can't do it anymore. I can't be strong for you, and because I'm so weak.
This weekend is Valentine's Day, and I really want to see you. So if I don't see you, I just have to end this.
Don't you love me?
That's pretty intense that she gave a kind of a sick guy with cancer an ultimatum.
Well, he was supposedly recovering.
He was on the mend. What's gonna happen?
The day of Valentine's Day, I'm really anxious. The morning of, just waiting to hear that I could go see him. I thought that's what he wanted. I thought that was the goal. 1 o'clock comes around, he tells me the doctor is not letting anything get approved right now.
If you're not going to make an effort to see me, then I just have to move on, okay?
How could you do this to me?
So I let him know that I'm gonna go shopping and I'm gonna go out tonight.
I'm going out.
Theresa, don't you dare hang up the phone.
Bye.
Theresa.
We go downtown to a bar.
He's gonna call.
This is the last night that I can possibly deal with this.
And this guy randomly just comes up and kisses me.
I know, so.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Erin?
I look over and Erin's gone. I don't know where she went. I first call her and the phone just rang and rang, nothing, no answer. And I decided to call Devin. And this random person answered the phone.
Hello?
Who is this?
So he tells me that he found a phone on the ground outside the bar.
What?
So when I found a guy, he hands me the phone. At that moment, I literally stopped. I decided to look through the phone, and there wasn't very many contacts in there. There was 4 contacts. What I did find out was weird. Everything was linked to Erin's email. I started getting phone calls from Erin's phone, but with Devin's voice. At first, he explains to me that he hacked her phone and was able to call out from her phone number. And I tell him I don't believe him. Everything made sense. At that point, everything just clicked.
Welcome back to Catfish, the Untold Stories.
Devin. Like, it turned my stomach. It's still, even saying it now, it's like, it makes me sick.
This is single white catfish.
Yeah.
At that moment, I'm sitting at the bar trying to make sense of everything. And Aaron comes back.
Where did you get that phone? Aaron, what is happening here? Give me the phone. Give it to me.
And kind of makes a scene.
Give it. Give me it.
Are you seeing this?
The security guard then tells her she needs to leave. So he escorts her out.
Give it to me.
Then I decide to take a cab home. And she's there.
I know what's going on here.
Theresa, I need you to give me that phone.
She continues to argue with me.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Give me the phone. No! You're starting to creep me out. Get away from me. The phone. Psycho!
I literally locked myself in my room. She tried to pick the lock.
That's some pretty intense, dark.
That's pretty dark.
I remember just sitting there for hours, replaying every situation, replaying everything. Devin didn't answer my phone calls when she was in the room. Or if we were driving somewhere at the same time, he would never text back right away. All the times that I cried for somebody that I thought was going through such a traumatic experience. For what? What was she getting out of this? And everything that I did for her.
Maybe we should go out together.
It made me so mad. And I remember sitting in my room and just not understanding how somebody could do that. Aaron and I decided to meet up at a coffee shop. She looked horrible. So I just let her know that with all the information that I found out, that I thought it was crazy and psychotic. I let her know that I wanted her to leave. And she agreed.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
I think Erin did this because she's not happy with who she is.
Yeah, it's the only life I know, and it's a funny way to go.
I remember asking her at one point if she thought she was a lesbian.
I told you, you know.
And she was shocked that I even asked her that. I think that she has to be somebody that she's not, to have people want to talk to her, want to be with her, want to know her. Maybe she doesn't know how to be herself or things that would make her happy.
Why you?
I don't know. I'd like to know why me.
I mean, this girl must be, like, traumatized.
My head hurts.